What's up, everybody? It's Latin Wealth Club with episode 3. And this is your boy MP.
It's your boy JC.
And today we're going to talk about why Hispanics, predominantly older Hispanics, think education is the only way to success, wealth, and stability.
I get you, man. So MP actually sent me this topic today in the morning. I had some time to delve deep, a good 30-40 minutes of good little just mind-jotting and research. And I'm going to get straight to the point, man. You know, we keep these short for you guys. So stop messing around. So I'm going to get to my first point. And I'd say first is the lack of exposure to successful business individuals. So I'd say, you know, growing up in a Hispanic household, you're not really exposed to that many people who are successful. You know, that uncle who is successful, he probably doesn't come around to those parties because he's busy actually running his business and being prepared for other stuff. So that's one point that I came about, bro, is that we just lack the people around.
I'm guessing sometimes. you don't have the guidance. You don't have a mentor in a sense.
I guess so. Yeah. So the majority. I'm speaking just for the majority, bro. Of course, obviously there's a few, but the majority don't have that. I don't know if you want to back on that before we continue on.
No, I didn't even think of that.
No. Bro. Well, I'll just hit my second point, bro. Well, that was mine right there, bro. If you guys agree, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, leave a comment on what you guys think about that. And if you guys agree or disagree, leave that comment below. Number 2, I'd say the lack of trust and stability of a business. I've heard that a lot. I heard that at the beginning of my business venture for my family and a few other people that I've talked to. A lot of Hispanics, the first thing they say is that it's not stable, right? They want something that's going to be stable, secure, Monday through Friday. You're going to get that check every 2 weeks, you know? And if it's not that, I feel like they get kind of intimidated, kind of scared, you know what I'm saying?
Now, I think with stability, sorry to interrupt
go ahead,
bro. I think what they don't realize is the business is going to be only as successful and it's only going to work as hard as you work, right? If you self-doubt yourself, then you should worry about stability. But if you're confident and you know you're going to go over there, you're going to make mistakes, but you're going to learn from them and you're going to grow and you're going to stick with that business, you're going to be obsessed, you're going to be dedicated. Go for it. Trust. Don't listen to stability. Don't let that eat you up in the inside, bro. Because that stability fear only comes from someone that's insecure.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna hurt some feelings with saying this, but it's facts, not feelings.
Yeah, and he's right. Like I put here, lack of trust in stability. Like he said, you gotta have trust in your dreams.
And in yourself.
You know. And the third one, to keep it going for you guys, is a lot. Well, actually, piggybacks a little bit off what MP said. Is just you're comfortable with that paycheck, and off what I said. You know, like for example, I remember sometimes the first year and a half of my business, I would pay myself, for example, $250 a week, right? And sometimes it would just not be enough to pay myself, you know, and other people would just can't take that, you know. They would be like, nah, I need that check there every Friday. If not, it's not gonna work out. So if that's you, just know that'll probably just be the first year and a half, 2 years of your business venture. But man, just keep it going. One quick tip before I let MP take over for a bit. I do have a few more stuff to talk about. But I have one way to overcome this is to start a side hustle, right? One way that I recommend, that I think personally, to overcome that quote unquote lack of trust and stability, if you really don't want to leave your job, is start something that we call, again, quote unquote, a side hustle. A side hustle is something, for example, with a very low investment, right? That'll bring you at least $3,000 to $5,000. And you don't have to quit your day job. You don't have to quit your overnight job. It can be something that you're doing during the day, and then you're doing this passive income during. I can't say passive income around MP. Wrong definition. You'll be working on this side hustle overnight, right? Bringing you extra money. That way you don't lose that stability. And if you are a young entrepreneur like us and you want to approach your parents and you want to tell them, hey, I want to start a business, come to them with, you know, a job already secure that's making you enough to pay your rent, to pay anything, and then start your passive income. I have a few other things, a few other tips, but for right now,
all right.
I'm gonna let MP take over, bro. Bro, I came prepared. I'm sure people right now.
With that being said, man, I honestly just think it's one thing.
What is it, bro?
It's a 30-year-old mindset.
30,
yeah, bro. No, like a 30-year-old, not someone that's 30 years old. It's a mindset from 30 years ago, bro.
Gotcha, bro.
You know what I mean? This mindset of college is the only way to make it. College is gonna
Yeah.
get you a good job. Blah 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 blah. It's wrong, bro. It's that we live in 2023 now. Thank God. Happy New Year, bro. Just
Well, yeah, Happy New
say
Year
put that out there. Happy New Year, everybody. Leave us a comment if you want to wish us a Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, real quick, bro. Before you continue, leave us a comment where you're listening from. Don't be shy. We just want to get to know you guys.
Okay. So with that being said, bro, it's a 30-year-old mindset. 30 years ago, maybe that would be more realistic since there was no internet, there was no real way to massively market your new business, right? I feel like they did. I've always been told this, right? We have it easier because of the internet, which I could always debate that, but I would say in the sense of starting a business and actually running it, like getting it kind of like a little boost off the floor, I think yes, we do have it a little easier in that sense because we could massively put money into Instagram and massively market our new business. And with that being said, like, you know, this fear is just an old mindset. What were you gonna do in the 80s trying to start a business and trying to make it reach millions of people?
Newspaper or something like that. You're gonna do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, but what if you're reaching a younger crowd? They're not gonna be into newspapers, bro.
Now you could really target.
That's what I'm saying. You could really put age groups. You could really hit a niche and stick to that niche, right? So I just think it's this 30-year-old mindset, right? That our parents and maybe our older siblings or older relatives grew up with.
And I see that a lot, bro. Like so I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good, bro.
When you said that, it reminded me of something that I was thinking about to say. And it's like when you're in a family reunion, what do you hear? Like when you talk to people, mi primo apenas ya se fue a la universidad. El mío se acaba de graduar. El mío sacó su título. But you never hear the cousin like, mi hijo apenas acaba de abrir su propio negocio. You know, for me, you know, because you come from a different family. Your family's more business oriented, so I don't know how that was. But
well, my mom's side is just like everyone knows what they're doing. Like everyone knows what they're doing. Like if he's gonna be an engineer, they're like, he's going to school to be an engineer. If they're gonna be a doctor, they're going to school to be a doctor. He's a impresario. Like you know, it's stuff like that. No, it's they don't really hide it. But on my dad's side, I guess you could kind of I mean, I've only had one cousin really like graduate from university. Yeah, one. No, two actually. But like, it's not a common thing, at least in mine.
Yeah.
But obviously in yours, right? That they're more educated based.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear that a lot more.
Yeah.
I don't really hear that, bro, and it's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
But hey, bro. Other than that, what do you think? You know, we just talked about the 30-year-old mindset. What do you think of like this newer generation? Should they keep their options open, bro? And how important is it to keep your options open? You know, whether that's going to college, but picking a career that's worth it.
Yeah.
Right? If you're going for liberal arts, bro, come on. Right? With that being said, open a trade school, right, to become a plumber, eventually have their own plumbing company, right, or business. Or even like just not go to school at all.
Yeah.
And if they're really business orientated and really obsessed about what they want to do in life, go for business.
Yeah.
What is your take?
Bro, my take on it, so I'd say if you really know you don't want to go to school, then don't go to school. It's not for you. You probably won't do that well if you know you don't want to go. In regards to college, university, I'd say that's just a good something that, you know, education. You know, don't go and try to get a career out of a college degree. Go more for education, what you're going to learn, who you're going to meet, the connects you're going to make. In regards to trade school, I never really looked that into it, bro. But
like plumbers, bro.
Yeah.
How many people do you know that come like their dad might be a successful plumber and they live pretty well, right?
That is pretty good. Yeah, I have met a few very successful.
See,
plumbers.
so there you go.
Our handyman. One of my friends is a handyman and he lives pretty decently. Or for example, something else. I don't know if this is considered trade, but like tech, I've seen a lot of tech programs right now. A lot of people are doing like these.
Well, yeah, they're like electrical engineers and stuff like that. Yeah,
or like engineer techs or radiology techs at hospitals and stuff like that. I don't know if that's considered.
That might be considered trade.
Right?
I'm not too familiar with the topic, but I know, like, for example, right, if you're going for welding, plumbing, stuff like that, right?
So I think it's a good idea to keep your options open, bro. What I always tell everyone is you could.
How important is it though, bro? Like
what?
how important would it be if you were talking to me at 18 years old and I'm asking you, should I keep my options open? How important is it for me to keep my options open?
I mean, I guess that just depends on the basis. If you ask me personally, if you're asking me for advice and sit me down personally, I would say, man, it's probably Shit, man, I don't know. It's important. I don't know. Fuck, you got me.
I think, bro, it's really important,
I
bro.
can't answer that quick.
You can't, because you. I feel like you still have like you sometimes think about how important education is, right? Yeah. So it's important, bro, because if you go to college, how many people you know that switch their majors?
Oh, everybody, bro.
Right? There's people, bro, that go to college because they're pressured. Because of this 30-year-old mindset, bro. Right? So if you keep your options open, what if you love plumbing? What if you love working with your hands?
Yeah, that's I don't really
keep your options open because it's the most important thing ever. You might go to college, you might start a career path, and you might find out you really like doing construction. Yeah. Or you might find out that you could run a construction company.
Better than you could go to school.
Right, because your dad has a construction company and you never thought about joining him in business. Right? Because you might have went to school for business. But with that being said, bro, I think that's it for today's podcast. It's very important to keep your options open when it comes to education. And this 30-year-old mindset, this 30-year-old stigma of how education is the only way to success is old. It's out of date. We have to update our mindsets. And with that being said, this is MP. Stay motivated, stay dedicated. All money in, no money out. And here, take it off, bro, to end it. JC,
man, I'm ending it with a good quote. This is from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It says, close friends and relatives, while not meaning to do so, often handicap one through opinions and sometimes through ridicule, which is meant to be humorous. Thousands of men and women carry inferiority complexes with them throughout their whole entire life because some well-meaning but ignorant person destroyed their confidence through opinions or ridicule.
With that being said, this is the end of the podcast. This is your boy MP, just reminding you that we do run real businesses. We are real entrepreneurs, and we just ask for a little bit of your support with a simple like, subscribe, and comment. With that being said, all money in, no money out. Stay motivated, stay dedicated, and stay blessed.